Get this here. All right. Well, welcome everyone to our weekly corporate call. Wednesday morning, afternoon, later in the afternoon for some, depending on where you are. But thanks for making time to join us on this call. To start off, I just wanted to reiterate our wonderful weekly call that we had last night. Our Tuesday evenings is our active nightly calls. And being it the third Tuesday, we had an opportunity presentation given by Mary Bell, and it was wonderful. I learned a lot, especially when she compares the compensation plan to food. I love food. And so by reaching that A6, she said you can be a part of the cake. And we all love cake. My favorite is the dream cake from Zippy's. I know Paige knows what I'm talking about, but I love cake. And by being part of that cake, you get to participate in our global pools. And it's one of the lowest qualifications I personally know than any other company out there in 20 plus years. If you become an A6, I'm at 10,000 PV on a monthly basis, you get to participate in our international pools. Therefore, you get to be a part of the US, Japan, Mexico, Peru, Colombia, and going forward, other markets that we are involved in. So truly, as Maribel pointed out, you have an international franchise. You'll be part of a global market in participating with those things. And so I like the way she put the presentation together yesterday. So next week, we will be having our medical forum given by one of our very own scientific advisory board member, Rich Patel. He will be talking, if you haven't heard Rich speak yet, and even if you did, each time he speaks, he talks about different things, pain management, which is what he specializes in. And so I'm always in pain, whether it's through my own choice or lack thereof. So always listening to what I can do to minimize that is great, especially through our wonderful products that we have. So speaking about products, I'll turn the time over to Dale, who is going to be talking about our monthly promotion.
Excellent. Thanks, Stu. All right. It's so good to see everyone smiling faces. Maribel, hello. Thanks so much for helping us out. I'm really excited. I love talking about the promos. I love free stuff. Who doesn't, right? This month, when you place a reorder at 200 plus PV, you'll get a complete Imora set absolutely free. This is your chance to earn free product. Take it, enjoy it, love it. And it's actually something interesting too. Some of the other distributors that I've been visiting with have talked about using this free product that they get and turning around and using it to help their prospects to understand the benefits of ACTIVZ products. It's just a little tidbit that I wanted to throw in there, but yeah, just be ready, get yourself that 200 reorder and earn yourself some free Imora. All right, Stu, thanks so much.
Thank you. Yes, even guys can use Imora, as Angie pointed out. I love the toner as my go-to aftershave now. I don't use aftershave at all. I just use my Imora toner. And maybe it's the reflection of the daylight here, the morning sun that's coming through the window, but definitely gets my skin glowing. As I tell everybody, I'm 70 years old, but I look like 30. So use your Imora. It's great, especially the mud in the shower. I just lather it all over. It's great. So I don't want to talk too much to tell you guys my feminism side of myself, but even guys can use it. So go ahead, work towards that. We love giving, like Dale said, free stuffs. And then to give us more announcements, I will turn the time over to Angie.
All right, thanks, Stu. So the other thing that we have launched for this month is we restarted the 500 Club. And I apologize, I have someone that's not cooperating today. So we relaunched the 500 Club. So if you have or haven't qualified for the 500 Club, this is your chance to either qualify for the first time or re-qualify if you qualified before. This is open to new and existing distributors within the next 90 days. So we have May, June, and July. enroll 10 new distributors at 200 PV, and you can choose between $500 or an iPad. We've been going through some analysis here at ACTIVZ with Ryan Thompson and Ryan Mumford, and it's been really interesting. We've been looking at the percentages of how successful people will be if they enroll people within their first 30 days. And the numbers are amazing. So what I think you guys should do is really focus on qualifying for this 500 club. But as you do so, when you enroll these people, focus on their first 30 days. Those first 30 days are critical to their success. So you want to be sure that they are duplicating what you're doing, that they are reordering, and that they have all the tools that they need so that they can feel successful. If you can get one of your people to enroll someone else within their first 30 days, the chances of their success in the business goes up by 11 times. So it is critical that you focus on helping your individuals. And this is a great time to start. This is a great time to kind of reboot your business. Focus on going for the 500 club. As you get those people, focus on their first 30 days and helping them duplicate as well. So this is a great promotion. And like Stu and Dale said, with the Imora promotion that we have going on, it's a great time to enroll people and also give them the chance to get free product as well. So when you enroll someone with 200 PV, they're going to get the set of Imora. So these promotions that we put together, we try to make them like work cohesively together. Enroll someone with 200 PV, they're going to get the free Imora. You're going to start qualifying for the 500 club, and you're going to help them. They can use that free product, like Dale said, to build their business, give it to someone else so that they can try the product, or they can use it themselves. If they buy one of the nutritional packs, they can use the products too. The Imora is great for everyone to be using. So be running for the 500 club and make sure you take advantage of the Imora promotion. The other announcement we want to make, we talked about the July event. So we have set the date. So mark your calendars for July 24th. This is going to be a virtual event like we've done in the past. So July 24th, it will start at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. And we will start sending out the information for the event. But this is going to be one of our large events that we have. So the first half we're going to have in English, and then the second half we'll do in Spanish. And it's about a, what is it, like a 3-4 hour event where we're going to talk about new announcements. We're going to have some incredible speakers. So be sure to mark your calendar for July 24th. You do not want to miss this event. And I think that is all that I have for today, Stu.
Great. Thanks, Angie. By helping your new enrollees in the first 30 days become successful, believe me, it makes you become successful. Truly a team effort. And that's what I like about this business, is when one succeed, we all succeed. And so run for that 500 club. It is great. Like Angie said, it is the most critical time for the success of your enrollees, as well as for yourself, to help them to be successful. And also by inviting them to these calls, these weekly calls that we have, which reminds me, if you did invite anyone to the call today, please let us know in the chat so we can make sure that we give you product credit. So you can use that product credit to get more product to share with your potential distributors and or new enrollees, and even for yourself. I know I go through my Optimin a lot. So let us know in the chat if you have invited anyone. Also, July 24th, Angie, I'm not too sure because I'm not from Utah, but isn't July 24th Pioneer Day for those?
It sure is, yes. So it's one of those Utah holidays that we celebrate, but yes, it's Pioneer Days. So we are going to have amazing fireworks. Too bad the event's not at night so that we could share those fireworks with you. But yes, it will be Pioneer Day and we'll have fireworks going all day long, pretty much.
Yes, yes. We will start the fireworks early in the morning at 9 a.m. with some exciting announcements. And so that's all I can say, because otherwise Ryan and Angie and Jill and everyone on this call would be mad at me for spilling the beans. But there's some exciting things that we are working on for here in the US as well as in the international markets. So we will reveal that on July 24th. So, fireworks will start in the morning and end with literal fireworks in the nighttime, only for those in Utah, I guess. Here in Hawaii, we won't see any, but we look forward to your postings and your pictures when you celebrate Pioneer Day. So those are the exciting announcements. But what's going to make this call so exciting is hearing from someone that I truly admire. As great as my testimonials are, and as great as testimonials I hear in Japan, the very first testimonial that truly touched my heart was years ago when we first launched this company. And every time I hear it, it makes me almost tearful because I know exactly what Aaron, who will be sharing with us in a quick minute, what he's talking about, because I felt it that same day as well. After the meeting there in Utah, went over to my aunt's house in West Valley, Utah, picked up a golf club for the first time in years and made a backswing, and my shoulder wasn't sore. And I was in awe. And so I love hearing Aaron's testimonial because it goes above and beyond just a physical standpoint of what our product does. And to share some of those thoughts, I will introduce and turn the time over to our one and only Aaron Comets. So go ahead, Aaron, take it away.
Stu, you're the best. That's the best introduction anyone could ever ask for. Everyone, thanks for your time. I am so happy to say that I'm 1 year and 4 days free from every single opiate, benzo, sleeping medication, nerve drug, muscle relaxants. There's so many different things, Dale. So many different prescriptions. I'm gonna back up to 1998 when I woke up from a car accident. I woke up from a coma. It was a month-long coma, and I shattered my neck and spine, and my arm was rebuilt with titanium. All my left ribs broke, and a couple other injuries, but I ended up breaking 25 bones total. In 1998 was right before the opiate epidemic, and because I had so many injuries, I mean, I actually had a doctor tell me, there's this great new drug that's going to be great for people like you, and you only have to take it once a day, and it has very low chemical dependency. Well, all of those things were untrue. So that took me for about 13 years of taking 100 milligrams of hydrocodone 3 times a day. It was massive amounts, where one dose would probably kill a person who had never taken opiates before. And I really got into a groove of life where I just stayed inside and drank coffee all the time, because my dopamine and serotonin neurotransmitters were being expressed all the time. I didn't have to go get on a roller coaster or build friendships and cultivate relationships for that real happiness. I let the happiness come from a pill. So I mean, I think that's the biggest fear when people think about weaning themselves off and stopping something like that. They fear that they'll never really be able to be happy again. And I definitely felt that fear. Everything changed in 2012 when I was introduced to Dr. McCord's first Nerve2 activator. At that time, I was able to cut every single medication I was taking in half. I wanted to stop taking everything at that time, but it just wasn't feasible, and I wasn't in a place mentally or emotionally where I could have done it. But ACTIVZ, my gratitude for this company goes so deep, because I was able to get genomics through Mexico starting 3 years ago or so. And then our flagship product, Link, came out right when my stomach just it started to hurt so bad, and it was hurting so chronically that I just categorized that new chronic pain with my neck pain and my back pain, and it was just another part of my body that just hurt really bad. Within 1 month, I didn't have to take Prilosec anymore, and I had taken Prilosec for 20 years. And that allowed me to cut my antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication in half. Link did that. And then when Optimin came out, I'll tell you guys the story. You have to picture this. I'm in Utah with Jerry, with the original people in corporate. We're in a boardroom, and one of the walls is an aquarium. There are sharks, like huge 6-foot sharks, and all kinds of fish floating around and everything. With someone with ADD, it was very difficult to pay attention. And they're talking about low-grade inflammation and tetrahydrocurcumin, things I'd never heard before. And it's going to do this and it's going to do that. And they gave us a sample bottle. It was called Product X at that time. And I took three capsules. And in a half hour, because that's how long it takes, this part's difficult. I had to leave. I had to leave the boardroom because I was so overcome with emotion, because I thought I was going to have to feel the pain from those broken bones for the rest of my life. I had made peace with that. So then to have pain erased from my body, it was like a spiritual experience. I'll never forget that moment and the people I was with and the sharks. It sounds like a dream, but it really happened. And then finally, something I've suffered with since the accident is kind of exhaustion. 3 or 4 o'clock, I get hit with this wave of tiredness. Well, Arrow fixed that. I think I need to talk to corporate about anything else that ails me, because then they'll come out with the next thing that is perfectly needed for my situation. But no, all of these things have happened serendipitously. And I love you guys, and I appreciate you sticking with me this entire last year. It's been a roller coaster, to say the least. I don't know why I decided to wean off everything during a pandemic, like it would make things better. But yeah, it's onward and upward. Thanks for your time, guys.
Aaron, thank you so much. I don't know what to say, but thank you for entrusting ACTIVZ with your lifestyle. And I know you're not alone in this, that by ACTIVZ and through ACTIVZ, whether it's through our product, our compensation plan, through meeting people like yourself, Aaron, and those on this call, and the many, many others that are not on this call throughout the world, our lives have changed. And that is the stunt message when David and Ryan got together to build ACTIVZ, is to create a lifestyle changing company. Whatever that lifestyle change is, physically, mentally, financially, it is spot on. And that is why myself, Angie, Bill, Jeff, all those corporate people on this call, and the many that are on the phones right now, love being part of ACTIVZ because of the vision. And your testimonial just confirms exactly what we have always thought that ACTIVZ is. And so thank you for sharing that. I know it's hard. And like I said, every time I hear your testimonial, it always is a tearjerker, because I know you speak from the heart and I can feel that. And so thank you once again for sharing your testimonial. And thanks everyone for listening to Aaron's testimony, because it's one of the most powerful ones that I have ever heard. And so thank you once again. And so I will turn the time over to our none other president, Ryan Thompson, with his glasses on today. Awesome.
Thank you, Stu. I'm wearing my glasses today. It's a good observation. Speaking of glasses, Aaron, thank you for your story, for sharing your story. I've heard your story a lot, and I love your story. You've got one of the best stories out of anybody that I've heard, and I hope you keep telling it. I learned a long time ago that the most powerful tool that we have, not just in business, not just in direct selling or network marketing, but in life, is our own story, right? And it's people who lack story that lack that are lacking something in their life. So, you know, developing your own story, finding meaning, finding purpose, but really finding meaningfulness in sometimes stories that may be painful or mundane. That's where the good stuff is. So thank you for sharing that. And I hope everybody thinks more about their own story, you know, your own life, and pull out some nuggets and create your own story. Well, guys, I just wanted to take a minute today. I'm not going to take a lot of time. We're having a great month so far in the month of May. We're up month over month compared this this date to the same time last month. We're up 25%, which is remarkable. We would all love to end the month up 25% over last month. So we really are off to a great start, and it's already the 19th. So we're kind of going into the final stretch of the month, and we're up significantly over the previous month. And why that matters is because it means that we're touching a lot more people's lives, and a lot more people are using this cutting edge technology that we're bringing to the marketplace. I want to share another thought with you quickly about something that I've been sharing a lot lately on the Zooms that I do and the different boot camps that I do, and it has to do with our products, and it has to do with in Spanish we refer to the products as tecnología, technology, but there are products, and I want to reinforce this right now with all of you on the US English call, which is our products distinguish us. They're what make us different, right? Epigenetic science makes us, that is a strong point of distinction. The scientists who are behind our products, the biotech companies that are behind us, who develop these products that we are bringing to the marketplace, that's what makes us different. That's not what we sell. What do we sell? Well, the reason why we're growing, the reason why we're up 25% month over month, isn't because we're out selling more products per se. It's because we are telling the stories of our products to more people, right? We're talking more about the science, and business builders, people who are running their own independent distribution franchise, and I think many of you on this call are doing that, are looking for leaders. They're looking for other like-minded individuals who want to improve their personal economies and detach them from the national economy. And that's working. And we're seeing that. We're seeing lots of pockets of growth taking place all over the US and all over Mexico. Right now in Peru, Bolivia, and Colombia are exploding, as well as the DR and Panama and Ecuador and other places where we have people starting to join us through our Global Connect program. But it's that issue around what is our biggest product. And this is a hotly debated topic because it has more to do with semantics than it has to do with a clear definition of what our products are. Obviously, we have products that we sell and that are consumable, right? Those make us different, as I just said. But our biggest product, the one that is causing our growth, is what's attracting leaders to our company, and that's the business opportunity. I want to share my screen real quick, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this. I can't do it. Angie, are you able to give me permission, pretty please, to share my screen? Okay, let's see if I can do it. Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm just going to share my screen quickly here. This is, if you can see, this is a screenshot that I took the other day. The other night, I was on the call with a group of Colombians. In order to be on this boot camp, the leader of the group, his name is Oscar, he says you have to at least be A3 or above. And I had 33 people on this call, on this Zoom. And afterwards, and Angie and Ryan will recall this, and Stu, but I sent a picture of this to a corporate chat that we're on, and I talked a little bit about how I felt at the end of this boot camp. And I said, this is one of the most focused and charged up teams in the entire company right now. I want you to consider something. Colombia's not open yet as a market. But on this call, I had an A12, A11s, A10s, lots of A9s, A8s, all the way down through A3s, a total of 33 of them on this. And what I heard from them is I heard a story. They talked to me about standards. The leader, Oscar, well, he's one of the leaders. Another is Justin Schmalbach, who's a great leader in that group. They said, Ryan, you ask us what we're doing here, and you ask us, what are we doing to get these ranks so quickly? He said, we don't have any other option. And right now in Colombia, they're really going through a really difficult time nationally, facing tax hikes across the board, affecting all segments of the population, and the streets are filled with protesters. I mean, when we talk about protests, I mean they're seriously protesting. There, a lot of people have died down there. They've become violent. One of the guys on this call that night, a man named Juan Hernandez, and I think I shared this on the founders call that I did with David, but he was also on this call. You know, he just, again, he underscored the fact that they don't have any other options. They have no other options to make it. He was dealing with COVID for the last 9 months. He also lost his mother to COVID. He didn't have a way to make any money. He lost his job. He was laying in a small bedroom on an old beat up used what's the word, mattress. And he talked about how it was just too much for his wife to handle. His wife had to bug out. She just couldn't handle it. And there he was by himself with his mom, and he was trying to convince his mom to hold on. I know that things are going to get better. Things will improve. And his mom couldn't hold on, right? Her health, her lack of health got the best of her, and she's moved on. And he talked about the despair, this deep despair that he went through. And a friend of his reached out to him and said, look, I want to talk to you about a company that's coming to Colombia. And it has a line of products that are epigenetic, and they really help. And talked to him a little bit about that. And he talked to him about the opportunity that this man could have if he wanted it to share the opportunity in these products with others in Colombia. So while still being sick and from this old ratty bed cushion, he started to build his business, and he contacted everybody by phone. Everything was done by phone. Everything was by phone. And he is an A8. He hit A8 in, I think, 4 or 5 months. And he's earning a decent amount of money now compared to, well, he was earning 0. So anything compared to 0 is good, but he's an A8. And he just went on to talk about something that was kind of surprising to me, and I liked it. He talked about standards. He said, first of all, when you don't have any other options, you will do whatever it takes to have success. And he talked about raising his standards. He said, I looked around, I looked at my situation, and I could literally cash out. I could leave life, right? And just not cash out, check out. Or I could pull myself up, right? And I could see if there's anything left for me in life. And he said that, so I decided to do that. And he talked about raising his standards. He wanted to get off the old ratty bed cushion that he had been resigned to. He got better. His health started to improve. He started to use our products. He gives infinite thanks to his friend Justin, who was the one who introduced ACTIVZ to him. But he went on and on and on and talked about that. But this one guy, Juan Carlos Hernandez, he inspired about half the people on this Zoom that I did the other night were attached to him, right? They were in his organization, in his AA organization. And they talked about how inspiring he was and how inspiring his story was. So it's nothing new to me, and it's nothing new to you to hear this, but it underscores once again the importance of your personal story and the importance of taking tragedy and finding the silver lining. Find the difficulties in life, find your difficulties, right? And ask yourself, why did I go through that? What was the meaning in that? What's my purpose, right? And I can tell you that a lot of the world's ills and problems that we're facing, I mean, don't turn on TV, right? Because it's garbage. But I'll tell you that at the root of all of that is lack of meaning and purpose, lack of meaningfulness and lack of purpose. So people are going out and they're trying to find something where, find purpose in areas of life where they're not going to find it. So Juan Carlos Hernandez was inspiring for me to listen to. And I just want to share that with all of you, because I think that we all have an opportunity to do that. We all have an opportunity to dig deep, to find our purpose, right? To share and what's meaningful in life to us, but reach out to people, because there are a lot of people who need the benefits of our products. I don't want to get woo-woo or esoteric here on this call, but the truth is if our biggest product is this business opportunity, right, to not just to make money, to earn residual income, but to touch people's lives, I can tell you there's great meaning in that. And if you haven't done it, try it and tell me how you feel, because I'm sure if Aaron considers what he's done, what he's gone through, but the fact that he has started Nerf 2 veterans, that he's touched a lot of veterans' lives, that probably brings Aaron great purpose and great meaning in his life. And I can tell you that me knowing Aaron and being part of ACTIVZ and having people like Aaron in it brings me, Ryan Thompson, great meaning and great purpose in my life, knowing that I'm just a small part of that. So that's my challenge to all of you. Let's close this month out strong, but let's dig deep and let's ask ourselves, what do I have to offer people? What is my story, right? And how can I find more meaningfulness in this journey? I'm gonna close with a quick quote on standards, because there's a lot of personal development coaches that actually have a thing or two to say about this. First thing I want to share with you is a great quote from Tony Robbins. He said, if you don't set a baseline standard for what you'll accept in life, you will find that it's easy to slip into behaviors and attitudes or a quality of life that is far below what you deserve. In other words, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And finally, if you sincerely want to change your life, like as the example of Aaron Cosmets or Juan Hernandez in Colombia, then raise your standards. What changes people is when their shoulds become their musts. That's what it means to change your standard. It means make your should your must. So guys, that's what we're here to do. We happen to have the best products that distinguish us from any other company in the marketplace today. That's a great opportunity. It's a great blessing. It's unique to us. So let's not take that for granted, right? But that distinguishes us. Now, what are we going to do with it, right? What are you going to do with that opportunity? Because I can tell you, there are some people in ACTIVZ right now who are making a lot of hay with that fact, right? They're going out and they're talking to a lot of people who are talking to a lot of people who are talking to a lot of people, and they're carving out their own piece of market share in this ever expanding wellness category. So why not everybody do that? So all that said, have a great rest of your week. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And for those of you that would like, we have an active school this Saturday in Spanish. And I think everyone on this call probably knows a Spanish speaker or two. Invite them to attend. It's going to be remarkable. We're going to have for the first time ever, a husband and wife team, Martin Lida, A15, and his wife, Susie Ortega, A13. They're going to be doing the training, the full training. And then we have a personal development coach who is remarkable. He is sort of the Tony Robbins of Mexico. His name is Jaime Loquier. He's going to be this Saturday. You can get the details on our Spanish Facebook page. It's also on the calendar, activzcalendar.com. All that said, hope to see you guys this Saturday. And Stu, I'll turn the time back to you.
Thanks so much, Ryan. I love hearing your closing remarks and things that you say. It's so meaningful and very personal, because you applied to a lot of distributors that definitely has touched our lives, much like Aaron did today. So standards, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. I love that. And Aaron and everyone on this call has risen the standard of ACTIVZ to a high level. And the passion that we feel from each and every one of you, we just want to share that with the rest of the world, throughout the markets that we are in and the future markets that we are planning to go in. So thank you so much for your words. Thank you, Aaron, so much for your testimonial. Dale, thanks for the updates. Run towards your Imora. Free product, like Dale said, anything free is always good. And our July 24th event, as Angie pointed out, mark that on your calendars. We start early in the morning, setting off some fireworks with some exciting announcements. Even I'm excited about that. So it's hard for me not to say what it is, but it will be exciting with that. So I think we have our lucky wheel drawing thingy going on right now. I know Angie's pulling up. All right, love it. Okay, let's see who wins today. And what will be our prize, Angie?
Angie, you're muted.
Guys, today will be 60 reward points and a crying baby.
Hunter, what's the reward today? All right, look at that.
No, Dr. Steve. Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you, everyone.
Maui doing good.
All right, a free product. Thank you, Stu. Have a great day.
Thanks, everyone. You guys have a wonderful